Mutahi Kagwe ametetea matumizi ya fedha za COVID-19 akisema kuwa Wizara ya Hazina ya Kitaifa imetoa 15% pekee zilizotengewa janga la corona. Kagwe amehojiwa na kamati ya afya kufuatia madai ya ufujaji wa fedha hizo na hivi sasa bado anaendelea kueleza anachokifahamu kuhusiana na matumizi ya fedha katika kupambana na corona.
Just a follow up on what Waziri has said and what Honorable Wino was driving at. It's about the masks. I know about 3 months ago, Honorable Waziri, we sat with you through a Zoom meeting as we were passing the COVID regulations. And one of the issues that we passed for you as a ministry is that anybody who does not wear a mask will be committing an offense. And of course, an offense has a consequence in terms of a fine. As you drive in Nairobi and out of Nairobi to the counties, so many people are not wearing masks. And the reason is, many of them cannot afford a meal. So is it food that they'll put on their table, or is it that the masks that they'll have to buy? Fortunately, for the ministry, you say there's about, is it 300 million? But the ministry has not come around to doing the procurement. And we are about, is it 5 months to the COVID season? So is it that you let the Kenyans pass on this disease to others, and money is there? Si mnasemanga kuzuia ni kuzuri kuliko kuponya. Maybe you can expand on that, Honorable Minister.
I think let me finish with this issue once and for all. This money came at the end of the financial year of last year. And we have also said, you know, Madam Chair, unfortunately what is going to happen is this. Had I gone out and gotten a company called Kagwe Limited, for example, you know, to start manufacturing these masks, I would now be here answering the question of how the heck did I purchase from Kagwe Limited and not follow the procedures that are supposed to be there. So make up your minds. I mean, there's an emergency here. There's an emergency situation. Yet we have to follow certain procedures. And let me make it clear on this one, Madam Chair, I beg for patience on this one. What we are trying to do with this particular one is ensure, and Madam Chair, you know, I don't know which areas my good friends have been observing, but one of the biggest problems is not lack of masks. In fact, when you go around this country, and I've done a lot of groundwork in the country, it is not really lack of masks that is a problem. A lot of people are wearing masks. Even when you go to Eldoret, Kisumu, or Nyeri, or whatever, a lot of people have masks. The issue is not having a mask. The issue is the way they wear the mask. That is a bigger problem for me than the fact of mask. But having said that, we are going to supply people who are needy. Let's make it clear. A jobless person, a person who really can't afford to buy a mask, are the people we are going to give masks to. Not all Kenyans. Because
is a minister, is a CS in order to misread this Honorable House on matters of procurement? My authority is the Public Procurement and Disposal Act 205. Under that act, and if there's any procurement gentleman or lady in their team, they'll tell you that in times of emergency, that act allows you as a procuring entity, one, to do direct procurement, and that is how they were able to procure things at KEMSA.
Which is why we are here.
So,
yes.
So, Madam Chair, is a CS in order to mislead us that in times of emergency that they cannot procure urgently for the masks?
Honorable Jagawa, so that we can move on. I think initially I'd asked that question to the minister, and he had said his desire is for the tailors in every county to do these masks.
Precisely.
But
I think that's what he said before.
That's exactly what I said.
But it's taking ages.
So I think it's a matter of now, the time.
We are trying fast track it, Madam Chair.
So when would we expect that the process can start, because money is there?
Madam Chair, can I come back with a note, with a response on that once I know exactly where KEBS has gotten to the approvals of the county tailors that we are using?
Okay. You can proceed with the rest of the question that has been raised.
I had covered what
Perhaps maybe you didn't get my question when I asked about, or perhaps maybe that one was to be answered by the
the PS will take up the rest of the matter, because even initially when we raised the issue of the insurance, it was also skipped. So we can just proceed, PS.
Yeah, so Chair and honorable members, starting with the issue about the insurance issue, you note that that clearly in the report we have indicated that the money was meant to assist the 22 counties that do not have a cover. And this money could not be used because it actually came on the 4th week of June. So the year had come to an end, and there is no framework that existed. And so that is why a framework now must be, provided for, working with the key stakeholders. And then secondly, to note that the money will have to be revoted because that was for the last financial year. So that year is closed. That money will need to be revoted. And Chair, on the issue about how is it that has the money been paid out? I think what I can talk about is the money from the World Bank to the KEMSA. We have not disbursed any COVID-related funds that are beyond what I have talked about. The almost 750 million and another 1.5 billion for testing kits, and the about 300 million for the masks, and now maybe another additional 100 million. And all this, because they are World Bank funds, follow a very strict procedure.